Oh my goodness. I love Diet Coke. Hey, you guys. Let's have a relaxing evening tonight. In honor of National Junk Food Day that's coming up. Let's eat junk food. Let's have chips and Diet Coke. And let's do some coloring book. And I have some good news and bad news. And maybe I'll have some story time too. But first, let me tell you the good news and the bad news. The good news, I have tons of awesome ideas for my newfound little freebie green screen program. Oh my goodness, I had all these fun little videos lined up. That's the good news. Bad news is like after you've had the app, I don't know what the rules are. Either you've had it for like 72 hours or 5 or 7 days, or maybe after you've used 5 or 6 of the backdrops, it's no longer free. They run this huge watermark across the screen, and the only way you can use it the way I've been using it is to pay $20, so I don't have the $20 for the program. So that's the bad news. But so I had to put that on my list of things that I want for Christmas, I guess. So in the meantime, we'll just eat junk food and we'll have a nice relaxing evening tonight. And a reminder to turn down your brightness and your contrast so it won't be so bright in your room. And maybe then you can fall asleep faster and easier. And perhaps you can be the winner tonight in our ongoing challenge. The first one that falls asleep wins. Excuse me. Yeah, I found a nice little green screen program. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I have to rev up my imagination, I guess. Excuse me, sorry you guys. I like to do like fun little videos that kind of have like a fun story, or sometimes it's kind of funny. Or I just need to quit thinking about it because there's nothing I can do about it right now. Since I'm drinking a Diet Coke, I can tell you a fun story from the 70s back in the day when um, like collecting aluminum cans was a big deal. And I think it was back when the aluminum cans used to have the pop-up top where you could pop the top off. I gauge my aluminum can info from the Mary Hartman TV show. I have all 300 and some odd shows on like a complete CD. I mean, yeah. No, DVD, excuse me. Excuse me. And that show is so corny, and that's why I like it. And I really love Dabney Coleman, the actor. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize I liked him so much, but so Mary Hartman was filmed in 1976 and 1977. And if you watch this show closely, every time they go into Mary Hartman's refrigerator for a soda pop, the top, the pull tab always comes off. So I was really good with money in high school. My whole life, I was just a good kid that like never wanted to buy like pricey things. I always paid people back. Like my parents would loan me money for a bike, or my dad loaned me like $800 for a car, different odds and ends, and I always made sure I paid back my money to people. But when I realized you could get money for aluminum cans, this was like when I was in high school, and I really couldn't get a job because I was on all the sports teams, and I had a lot of homework, and I just couldn't fit in a job quite yet. So at the time, I had a boyfriend that had a pickup truck, and I had this brainstorm idea. If I ever find the photograph of all the aluminum cans stacked up on the side of the house, the picture is priceless. But back then, I don't know if they had can crushers or I just didn't know about it, but I had this huge brick, the great big bricks, decorative bricks that you put like on the top of a brick wall. Like 5 inches wide, like 5 inches wide, 5 or 6 inches high, and like 12 inches long. They were like the great big, and they were decorative, so you could put your hands through it and hold on to it good. So I had all these aluminum cans, and my boyfriend was with me. I had them all upright on the side of the house, so we could go along with the brick and smash the brick on the top of each one to smash it down to a little 1 or 2 inch can. I do have a picture somewhere of all these cans stacked all up before we smash them. But anyways, I have a hunch back then they were like 2 cans for a penny. It was in like 1976, approximately. And we had a lot of cans, and I thought I was really gonna do well. And I'll never forget, for some reason, it was like 22 or 20, between 22, 23, $25. I know it wasn't over $25, but I thought that was really something. don't know if I would do that today, though. I'll have to look that up and see, when did we first start collecting, like have recycle people tell you you could bring aluminum cans in for money, and how much were they when you first brought them in? I'm pretty sure for some reason they were 2 for a penny. For every 2 cans you brought in, you got a penny. I thought of that story because of my Coke aluminum can. Let's see. Did I tell you the watermelon story with my husband and the watermelon? I think I told you this a long time ago, but I want to tell it again. I just thought of it. This had to have been like 20 years ago, I'm guessing. Because I remember he was wearing his Virginia Beach outfit. I had gotten him. The whole family, we had gone vacation, and we spent like some time at Virginia Beach. Had a good time. I saw the best little outfit for him, like a summer outfit, a t-shirt like he liked with the shorts that he liked. For Virginia Beach had this little emblem. It was light gray and white striped. It was like made for him. On the day of this watermelon incident he was wearing that outfit. I remember it. If it was yesterday, but it had to have been like 20 years ago. So, we happened to be shopping at the commissary, military commissary. He was all excited. Every time we went there, the prices there are so outrageously low and amazing. Like, you can't even believe how wonderful the prices are. And he just was so excited about the watermelon. He had to have a watermelon. And I remember he even left the shopping cart, and he would hardly ever do that. We usually stay together because we kind of enjoyed grocery shopping together. And I remember this was the worst. This is probably what caused the accident. He had on these sandals, and for those of you who've listened to me, you know I cannot stand men in sandals. I can't help it. There's something about men in sandals that just don't. It doesn't work. I don't know why men wear sandals unless it's like the beach flip-flop period. The only thing I can accept, and this is terrible, I'm usually not this opinionated, but I don't get it. A man in a beach flip-flop, it's okay with me, but anything else, I don't understand it. So, he had on these thick black rubber sandals that are thick black, and they have like this 3 or 4 inch thick wedge across the top. So you just stick your foot in, and the top of the man's sandal is this black rubber thing with like some white lining on it. And every time he put those on, and he was nice, he usually didn't wear them when he was with me, but for some reason this day he had them on. For the life of me, I don't know how we ended up there, and he had those sandals on because he used to be nice enough at least to wear them around me. I And he really never wore them out in public. That's kind of weird. It was just something around the house. We must have just decided to go at the last second, and he just hopped in the car. Anyways, he goes to get the watermelon. I'm with the shopping cart. And so I'm kind of near, almost done, and I'm kind of walking towards the checkout lane, towards the wall where he was, the same area for the watermelon, and I hear over the loudspeaker, custodian or cleanup or supervisor to produce ASAP. And then they called again. And in my mind, I go, oh my gosh. You really know your military territory when they say ASAP over the intercom. So I'm not thinking that much of it. And then we heard it again. Wonder what happened over there. And then a few seconds, here comes my husband around the corner, produce. The front of his lovely Virginia Beach t-shirt was all red with a broken watermelon. Apparently, his flip-flop got caught in they had brought the watermelons in like on those wooden crate things. What are those things called? They bring it in like on a forklift pallet, those wooden pallets. And they would set down the wooden pallets, and there'd be this big cardboard box, and there'd be watermelon. Where apparently his sandal, I guess he couldn't gauge his sandal very well, and he tripped on, and he had the watermelon in his hand in front of him, and he fell down hard, fell right on top of the watermelon. The whole watermelon splat and went all over the place, and of course it was on his shirt, right? Now you would think that would be an injury. You would, when you go down on a watermelon like that, it was not an easy thing to recoup. But oh no, he had to have his watermelon. Oh, he had to have his watermelon after all that. I was filthy dirty with smashed watermelon all over the front of it. And he's still carrying a huge watermelon. And when he told me what happened, I remember thinking, are you kidding me? And I tried to make him stop and like make sure nothing was broken or they didn't hurt themselves. Or at least let the place know what happened. And he said, I'm fine, I'm fine. And the manager and everybody followed him and said, sure, are you okay? And they said, are you sure? Because by the looks of what happened over there, you took quite a spill. Oh my goodness. I mean, they were so serious about it. And I heard the one guy said, we had quite a tumble over there. You really took a spill. Oh my goodness, I started laughing. But, so anyways, I think I told you guys that story before, but for some reason it came to mind again, I guess because it's summer and it's watermelon. I always think of summer watermelon. chips. And with my Diet Coke, I had to go get some water. Oh! Let's see what else. I think I'm just trying to have a night of rambling so I can get my frustration out of not thinking about the fun videos I had lined up for the green screen that I can't use anymore. Well, if I was smart, maybe I wouldn't have, or if I would have even known the rule, I wouldn't have downloaded it both on both of my iPads at the same time. I would have done it different. Oh well. Let's see. Oh, I had a really good video, but I'm still gonna do it. The backdrop was all these old radios and old TVs, or maybe they were just old radios and I thought they were radios and TVs, but that was going to be the backdrop. And I was going to share with you all the TV shows we watch on Hulu and Netflix and what I have set on my DVR on the TV in our house, because it's kind of interesting. The majority of the things I have that I watch on streaming video and that we have set to record are old shows. And I thought that would be interesting for a video. You get a kick out of that. And it might have jogged your memory. One of them, just for example, do you remember that old show Mannix with Mike Connors? I totally forgot about that show. We have 2 channels that offer like old shows. They call one of them is like memory TV, old shows, memory something. Oh, Memory Entertainment TV. It's not a cable channel, it's like a regular channel. And the other one is Memory Entertainment, and the other one is Family Entertainment. And they're shows from like the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And I love those. Those are like my go-to channels if I'm flustered, and with all the different channels that are on TV to watch on cable, and there's nothing on. Can you believe that? That's terrible. Those are my go-to channels. But I think I still might do that as a video. I just won't have the green screen backdrop. Let's see what else. Probably the only show now that we're watching that's kind of recent is The Good Wife. I don't know if they still show The Good Wife or if they're done filming it. But that we've been enjoying that, but the only reason I'm watching it is my husband really likes it. And preferably I would rather not watch it because it's kind of revealing about attorneys and law firms and the law and the things attorneys do, the way that they think, and I don't like to live my life that way. Even though it's a TV show, I don't think it's just a TV show. I really do think, now that they've presented the situations the way they are, it's just stuff that attorneys do and law firms do that I never thought about. And so anyways, I kind of really wish we never started watching it. It is pretty good. I do like the characters in the show, so that's, if you like attorney law firm type shows, that's a good one. The Good Wife. And I think, the other one we watched, but honestly, I did not watch. I only watched like the beginning. The one first or second show was Revenge, and I wasn't crazy about that show. It seemed like from the very first show it was like a wedding and people got killed at the reception that night. The reception was like on the beach. People got murdered in the ocean or something. I don't know. But it was a show on, I think it was a show on ABC, Revenge. But other than those two shows, I really enjoy the old stuff from like the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I think I'll do a video on that. I think I have like 20 or 30 shows to talk about. That might be a fun video. Let's see, what else? We need to get the car wash. Do you guys have a Costco car wash? $8. Oh my goodness, that's the best little deal. I think the reason why I like it is you drive through it. It's $8. You drive through it, and there you are. It's not a huge deal. I don't even know if we have a drive-through car wash in our town. I have a hunch every single car wash in our town is one of those car washes from a gas station, and you have to get out of your car and they do it. I don't like that. That is too stressful for me. I don't like strangers in my car. And if I do have to have strangers in my car, I just don't like turn over the card to them. I have to get all my stuff out of the car, and I think I just worry too much maybe, but I don't know. I just like to be safe, and I never feel safe when I just have to leave all my stuff in the car and then give my car to somebody for a car wash. I don't know. That just doesn't sound safe to me. Okay, so what else can we talk about? So I guess this is just my rambling about everything from A to Z video for tonight. I guess I'll put it up tonight, and I ate my junk food in honor of my chips and Diet Coke in honor of National Junk Food Day coming up, I believe July 21st. So in closing, I'll brush your face with my pink feather. Are you guys even awake still? Oh, that feel good. Just a nice soft feather. Twirling around on your face. For as long as I've had these feathers, they're still soft and they smell really nice. Thanks for watching.